atmosphere here at the Men Arena in Manchester. Hatton, his pale skin, the multicoloured trunks, the black of Mikhail Krivolapov, the Russian with the high world ranking from the WBC. Can he live up to that? Can he take Hatton into the later rounds? Will he be able to cope with Hatton's trademark vicious body punching?
He just has to be a bit wary, Hatton, on such a big night that he's just not a bit too keen to get involved. He doesn't walk onto anything silly.
Been on the go a lot. Hatton, 5th fight in 7 months. This for him, he's hardly been out of the gym, and there have been 1 or 2 problems in the build-up to this one, an Achilles problem which has curtailed his road work, the death of his uncle, and his baby son was taken ill as well the other day. Good body shot, the left hook. Krivolapov takes it okay. But these things have a cumulative effect, we've tended to find.
He's doing the right thing, Hatton. He's trying to close down the distance, not let Krivolapov use that long reach with his long arms. He's got to try and keep nice and busy, keep moving ahead, Hatton.
Low blow there from Krivolapov. Mickey Van quickly on the case. Krivolapov, who did go 12 hard rounds in a close fight for the European Championship with world title contender Oktay Urkel. Now that's good form. Hatton will do well to stop this guy.
This has never been stopped before, so he's cagey, he's good ranking. Could be a tough fight for Hatton.
What a noise there is in this arena. It's quite incredible, really, how the Hatton story has taken off in recent months. Good little right hand there from Krivolapov, who's quite quick, isn't he?
Yes, he is quick, just jabbing little punches. These are the sort that could torn him up, the sort of punch that Hatton has not got to get hit with.
Hatton just using his jab to try to set up the assaults. Nice right hand from Krivolapov, who's been quite busy himself. Doesn't look fazed by Hatton's growing and burgeoning reputation.
That's where Hatton can get a bit over to the right hand. This job is left a little bit.
Right hand to the body. Hatton's mission to prove himself the top man in this division in the world. I suppose you could call this the start of what he hopes is the final ascent.
Good body punches from Hatton there, both hands landing well.
Hatton has escaped the catch problems that plagued him for quite a while. I wonder if they've solved the problem. Tonight might be quite a test of that particular involvement.
It could be. I mean, I think it's just a different sort of style that's bringing the problem across your weight class. He's got to be careful. He's got a jerky style to Krivolapov, and that's what Hatton has to be wary of.
Second round, due to go 12. Idolises Roberto Duran and tries to model himself on his boyhood hero. That's a good right hand counter, sometimes a bit open to that Hatton. If there is a weakness, it's a light leaky defense. He's been working on it, but I guess it comes with the territory of being the rampaging, marauding sort of operator he is.
Trying to get his punches out, just keep jerking them out. That big power shot, but starting to try and get his own shots on.
Krivolapov has the look of a man who hasn't just come here to get a bit of fresh air in Manchester.
Well, he'll not be that aware of the excitement surrounding him. He'll see this as a guy shorter than him. The guy he can get punches on.
First time tonight that Hatton is going out peak time in America. His other fights have gone out on an afternoon show. Tonight, it's the real McCoy on Showtime in America. So, Foster Shoe says he's hardly heard of Hatton, the world #1. Might well have done after watching this. I'm sure he is watching it somewhere, or get a tape of it. Because Hatton is making waves on both sides of the Atlantic. There's the uppercut he's been using to some effect early on. And it's a great left hook as well. Krivolapov just stepped back after that one landed.
Yeah, the hands are coming down a little bit. Krivolapov getting a bit reckless.
Of course, with all these glowing reviews comes a pressure on Hatton to keep on performing, to keep on looking the business. Body shot, good one from Hatton, left hook, using the jab well too. Krivolapov not noted as a big puncher, that might be a problem. Uppercuts on the inside, he's using those a lot.
Very good variety from Hatton, left and right hands, uppercuts through the middle, body shots. Very difficult for Krivolapov to defend against these punches.
Oh, a lovely right uppercut. Big oohs and ahs from the crowd. And he landed in a tremendous left hook from Hatton. And Krivolapov, give him credit, that bounced off his jaw. It could have been a punch to finish the contest with another fighter. Oh, and there's that rib-bending left hook to the body as well. He's starting here, Hatton, to really light the fires. That left hook to the chin towards the end of the round would have knocked a lot of people out. Look at the record, 67%. That's unheard of.
It is. He's good all the time. We've always been very impressed, but he's so impressive tonight. He really is on fire in there. You know, there's very little missing. The shots thrown from great variety, good angles, and he's not wasting anything. Inside, excellent punches. There's the right uppercut. You know, really did throw a good shot. Pressure keeps going on Krivolapov, and he's mixing it up well. You know, the punches come from all sorts of sides. I think that's what he needs to break this Russian down.
That was the one, that left hook. That really did land flush. The Times did a feature on Hatton this week, described him as Barry McGuigan on Benzodrine. Here's the third round. Hatton, sky blue and black with the tassels. And he really looks as if he wants to get the business done quickly. Left hook, and that made Krivolapov stagger back a couple of yards. Once again, Hatton looking like a man who is a world-class operator.
Krivolapov is durable, but he's going to have to be. Just on the sag, you get the feeling this is hard. He's having to fight at a heavy pace with lots of good punches coming in at him.
Went quick with the right hand. The Russian Hatton a bit wild there. Krivolapov has already taken some very, very solid, powerful shots. Shown his durability. Breathing a bit heavily, the Russian now.
Right uppercut, just not landing right. And still this relentless pressure.
Oh, left uppercut. Wonderful shot from Hatton again. He soaks it up like blotting paper, this Russian. Mikhail nearly had to take a right hand himself there.
Well, he's glad he didn't have to take it, I'm sure.
Good little right cross in there from Krivolapov. And the body shot too.
Krivolapov is starting to sag a bit. He just can't get out of the way, he just can't stop these punches.
Terrific right hand as well from Hatton. It's just unrelenting pressure, isn't it? He's on top of you all the time.
It's the sort of pressure that just sickens you, Ian. You just can't put up with it. It's just, you know, in time it's going to wear you down.
And he's making his opponents fight 3 minutes of every round, because that's what he's doing. Oh, he was looking for a haymaker there that might have knocked Krivolapov out into Manchester Piccadilly. Well, you'd never known he's had a troubled build-up, would you?
You wouldn't. I mean, if anything, it looks like it's fired him up more, because you know, he really is in the mood for it here. You know, he never shows a lot of emotion, but that face is just completely blank. He's just going through with his work. Good shots like that uppercut, then the left hook.
I'm still wondering how a bloke who's so nice out of the ring can be so vicious and spiteful in it, because he really is. Still a problem with one of the advertising hoardings we get from time to time. This is a favourite round for Hatton to finish off opponents. He's done it on 7 occasions. Hatton, by the way, 27-0 going into this one, 22 by knockout. It's been 16 months since anyone took him the distance. That was John Thaxton.
He's walking under that jab.
The neck a little bit.
You've got to give Krivolapov pressure. He's had to take a lot, but he still appears to retain some ambition in the fight. But what has he got to hurt Hatton?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the only way he can really get to Hatton is if he manages these sharp punches to cut him. That's the only way he can do some damage, I think. He hasn't really got the firepower.
Krivolapov having to fight on the back foot nearly all the time, and usually he's a come-forward type himself. Just hasn't been able to employ anything other than reverse gear most of the way.
He did land a choppy little right hand in there, Krivolapov.
Heads coming together. Now, Hatton's got to watch that because of his vulnerability to cuts. It hasn't happened too much lately. But he has had surgery in the past after the John Thaxton fight, when he had to go the whole way with a bad gash.
Still just loading up a bit too much in this round. Krivolapov getting some nice little shots in on the counter.
There was a good countering right from him. Now this is probably what Hatton needs to just go a few rounds. It's good stuff here from Krivolapov, just turning the tables and putting Hatton under pressure and having him on the ropes. How many times have we ever seen that?
Well, this is good, Hatton. This is what we need to see. We need to see what he's like under pressure, how he comes back, what he's like when he's hit with a shot.
I'm sure that's what Krivolapov is thinking. His boxing brain will be telling him, if only I could put this fellow on the back foot, he might not be so good. But here Hatton's got him going again. Just listen to the crowd here, half of them on their feet. Great right-hand counter from Krivolapov again there. He's done some good work in this round.
He has, both of them landed with good right hands. This is a closer round. Krivolapov had some good touches in there.
Krivolapov, who owns a small grocery shop in Siberia. I suppose they do a nice line in salt there.
Well, he's done some good work in the last round. That was better. I give him a share of the round turn. Hatton well in this exchange. He showed a bit of fire. He showed, although he started well in the last 2 rounds, he's not over with yet.
Good round. It's proving to be just the kind of test I think Hatton needs at this stage. as the great Thomas Hearns did. Well, it's not got to that stage yet, not by a long shot. But he's been a hitman all right so far in his career. With a lovely left hook to the body.
That's a really good combination here. Impressive stuff starting this round, Hatton.
He's going for it a bit here. I think he felt that Krivolapov landed a few too many in that last round, and he's really looking to re-establish himself in this round, Hatton.
Well, I'm sure Billy Graham in the corner said, you know, don't let this kid get into the fight, don't let him start getting some confidence, because he could be tough. So he needs to press on hard in this round.
So far, so good on the cuts front. And the left side is just looking a shade swollen. The crowd have got a bit more thoughtful. This is stern resistance from the Russian. Only once ever had to go beyond 6 rounds.
And a nice left hook to the body, and I think the body shots have got to try and get a few more on. That could be where Krivolapov falls apart.
But he isn't yet. But you do feel that there must be some sort of cumulative effect from this kind of pressure. But this fellow's a hard man, isn't he?
Well, you've got to be pretty hard living out there in Siberia.
Good left hook, landing to the head this time from Hatton. They thought they might have to go for the head a bit more in this fight, because Krivolapov does keep his ribs quite well protected normally. I think Hatton has got in with less body shots in this contest than almost any other I can remember.
Yes, that's right. Sometimes sometimes I think he's loading up a little bit too much, Hatton.
There's always the danger of too much belief in power. There comes a point in any fighter's career where he needs plan B to mix in skills as well. Of course, it's how Nassim Hamed came a cropper against Barrera. When he couldn't knock him out, he never looked like winning on points.
Well, he's always shown very good technical ability.
There's another round in the bank for Hatton. He's outworking this round. It's a good test, this, for Hatton. Here he goes into round 6, a distance he's only ever been 4 times before. Starting to really dig his toes into the canvas to land those hooks, Hatton. Such an exciting style.
Yes, he's got a real rhythm to his style, and I think that's why, you know, he's getting so popular. He's very good to watch. And it's always good action when he's in there, because, you know, he's not going to stand up. He's always pressing onto his man.
Krivolapov threw noticeably fewer punches, I thought, in that last round. He was caught by that left to the body there. That's hurt him a little. And then a right to the temple. Now, is Hatton beginning to get this job done with these body punches? That left hook earlier in the round took plenty out of Krivolapov, I felt.
Watch the heads.
Well, he's a cagey character, but Hatton's still going to keep them punches going in.
There's another left to the body. Krivolapov sagged a bit. Halfway through the round, the crowd sensing that maybe, just maybe, the Russian might be ready to go.
finding some shots himself.
Bit wild with the jab and inaccurate Hatton there. Well, a lot of people thought this might be Ricky Hatton's toughest test, and there's another little countering right from Krivolapov, who's got good fast hands.
Ian, he needs this sort of fight if he's going to go in with Costa fighters like that. He needs these type of fights.
Oh, another wicked hook to the body. That's the punch that does for so many of his opponents. It knocks just about everything out of him. Fighters don't want to keep on taking those sort of shots, no matter how tough they are. They are sickeners. And he slips. Almost slipped right out of the ring there, Krivolapov. That was almost like the local ice rink.
Upset Krivolapov a little bit, so we now push Hatton on.
Hatton still can't quite find the combination that might end the fight, and Krivolapov gets through another round into the second half of the fight. Hatton's only done that once before. That was against John Thaxton. But I think this is what it's going to be like in the big league for Hatton. He will have to go longer distances. Top elite Premiership fighters have got good chins and good durability.
Oh, that's without doubt. Hatton's been coming along very well indeed, but he's still the very, very tough guys. He hasn't been in with them yet, so he needs this sort of fight to prepare him for that.
But I think the Americans will still like what they're seeing from Hatton. This almost kind of Manchester Mexican type of style he has. He misses there, and Krivolapov made him pay with a little counter shot.
Well, that was a little bit careless. He wound up the punch too much, and Krivolapov made him pay a little bit. Maybe a sign that Hatton getting a bit frustrated and not putting his man away by now.
Oh, this time the right cross from Hatton.
Well, you think these heavy punches have got to start taking an effect.
Krivolapov gets his gloves up, still wants to throw back. Referee nearly fell over there. And Krivolapov gets him with a good-looking right uppercut of his own. Oh, good stuff again from Hatton. Head and body shots. Krivolapov sags towards the far side of the ring. What is this fellow made of, Glenn?
Well, you've got to say how game, how courageous and tough is this Russian. Krivolapov really is. He's a tough character.
And earning every single penny that Frank Warren is paying him tonight. Again, Hatton left himself open to a right hand. His left glove was down. He'll have to watch that at higher levels.
Well, this is a pretty high level. He's obviously getting a bit tired himself, a bit frustrated and not putting him away. He's starting to take a few more chances, Hatton.
No real power, Krivolapov. It's one of his problems. If he had a bit more of that, it would make Hatton think a bit more on the way in. Still good work, though, from the Russian in between these seemingly ceaseless assaults from the Manchester hero. Round 8. And both Glenn and I feel that the long-distance fight and the nature of it, even though Hatton is winning the rounds, is probably exactly what he needs at this stage. It'll be a little reminder to him that he won't blow away everybody in double quick time.
Well, that's what he's got to learn, plan Bs, sorting out styles, coming up against tough customers. And, you know, that's what he's got here.
Lovely left hook from Hatton. He's been winning titles ever since he was 13 years of age. His cupboards at home must be creaking with all the silverware he won as an amateur, including a World Junior bronze when he beat a Cuban and an American on the way. Lovely right hands from Krivolapov. I suppose you do have to ask yourself the question, what would happen if Costas Hughes started landing shots like that on him?
Well, I mean, that's out there for the future. He's doing most things very well here, Hatton. You don't want to be too critical. He's in with a high-ranked, world-type fighter who's very durable.
Oh, what a right hand that was from Hatton. Yet again, the Russian stays upright. This is some effort. I'm sure Krivolapov has gone into this thinking himself that he can make a name for himself. He's on American TV. Come on, he says to Hatton, I'll take some more of it if you want. I'll look to counter you. Incredible.
Well, this just might be the exact thing that Hatton needs to be for the likes of Costas to look at this tape and say, this guy can't hit that hard, and then put his title on the line, so it might actually help him.
Yes, in that perverse way of boxing politics. Exactly. Good right uppercut from Krivolapov. Do remember that the WBC, the most respected of the governing bodies, do have this Russian at number 4. Oh. A little apology for any of you at home. I understand some of you might have lost sound and vision for a few moments. Glad you're back with us.
Well, it's a round when Krivolapov is doing a lot more. He's caught Hatton some good shots.
And still Hatton can't break his will. Really let go with these left hooks. What more have I got to do? Hatton must be thinking. Well, the answer is a bit more yet. Krivolapov punched the air as he went back to the corner.
Well, he's got his pride. He's thinking, this guy's hitting me with everything. And he's getting through it.
Ball. Because of where he holds his hands, you know what I'm saying? He's touching his sides well. You're not stepping around, you're just trying to get the head, punch the side, just touch him, step around, bam. You have to do that. You've got to do it. And then you'll get him flush with the body. Not his head side. I don't think you're going to knock this fucking out to the head. Round away. Where are we? This is round 9.
Look at that success
25
rate.
seconds.
Still just about half his punches finding the target. And if you think at home, if you're just watching Hatton for the first time, I haven't seen many. Believe me, in boxing, that's huge, isn't it?
That's a very, very good success rate. He isn't missing a lot. When you know how good Hatton does punch, you've got to respect Krivolapov for how durable he is.
9th round. Still, Mikhail Krivolapov is spitting out defiance. You can only admire.
Always good to watch Hatton covering up inside there, just when Krivolapov trying to get his combinations going. Hatton using his defence.
Lovely left hook to the body again from Hatton. How many times you say that? And caught by a right hand and has to cover up. Hatton, I fancy he just felt the weight of that for a moment. Looked a good shot from Krivolapov.
Well, I think he just covered up because there was the cluster coming in, and don't try and fight back in case you leave yourself open.
Off his head, Mikhail!
Well, if he was hurt, it certainly wasn't for long. Lovely uppercut. Hatton again. He really does get some leverage, doesn't he, into these punches. That's where the power comes from.
Yeah, it comes right from the feet. He sets himself. He's got that bounce, that spring in the legs.
Uppercut again. Oh, a right uppercut. And a jab. Krivolapov once again looks a bit drained from him, and as well he might. I'm not quite sure how he's still there, but he is.
Constant action here. The punches have gone in throughout. These guys have got to be starting to tire now.
Come on, Ricky, is the job around the men arena here. You can only imagine the atmosphere if they went to Manchester City's ground at Main Road. He looks tired now, Krivolapov. He suddenly looked tired as he walked into the centre of the ring. He kind of staggered. I'm not sure he's got a lot left here. He's beginning to tell, right hand. Oh, he's looking at the referee, and then he says, come on in, to Hatton, who says, okay, I will then.
Well, that was silly from Krivolapov. He's falling